Clearly I chose an athlete, competition never matched me. We ain't go together, like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that, big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Yeah. Yeah.
They took it to 10.
Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They took it to 10.
Hey.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. Sanders now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins will start their drive at the 20-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Got you. I got you, son. I got you.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brandon Marshall came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Fitzpatrick. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. He's going to sling this deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 92 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with
the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Carr. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete here. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. 3rd down here.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Charles Harris. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And bulldozing his way through. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, it's Drake, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is Harris. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
On second down and 4, Carr. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch it.
Now a play fake. Carr. Man open left side is Brown. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Raider 1st.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
What down? Ready? Check, 43. Come off the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr over the middle here to Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Carr again. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The big Tank Carradine with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The 30. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage. 67 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback. As that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And there's a man they call AB. Always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Pick it up, G. 52's the mic. 52's the mic.
Throwing again. Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 10 yards out, and the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
17 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
My 20! 50! Cover it.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking that time for Stills.
The Raiders take over.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 185.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Man open left side, it's Williams. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 12, Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Mike 20! Mike 54! Hey, I'm coming, I'm coming!
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Maurice Hurst gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Carr gives to Richard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 38, Carr. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Down. 43, 180. Hey, we're good, we're good. 185.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in the East Bay. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
Minus 50, minus 50. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Not enough there for a 1st. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Check 13. Check.
A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. In his own end zone, it's Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Right there. 180! Right there. 54 Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. And the Raiders have got him. Jonathan Hankins able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do.
and 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzpatrick. Big hold of the 30. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Running for the shotgun with Dre. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Back right now. Waiting. Ain't no way.
Don't get nervous.
Check 52.
Hey, echo.
Check 52. Waiting.
Carr now on 1st down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still